Well
I have a computer in front of me for once. I'm like almost prepared today. Almost. All right. Hello and welcome into the Section 109 podcast. If you're watching on video, you might see that this podcast room has changed just a little bit. There are two other people in here instead of just Matthew and I in here. Matthew, thank you for joining me today with Anna Lanter and formerly Summer Lanter, now Summer Hernandez, the Lanter sisters, or AKA the whatever you would call you, this Hernandez Lanter sisters. I don't know what to call you now that I've decided on a nickname in the middle of this.
No, that's it. That's definitely it.
The hyphenated last name sisters. How are y'all today?
Doing well.
Yeah.
Thank you for being working adults and still volunteering to join, or not volunteering, acquiescing to joining us for a podcast. It's been weeks that we've been pestering these wonderful, wonderful ladies to please join us for a podcast. So thank you guys. And I'm going to start with a something that started on the podcast. It's just, we're going to start off hot. How do you like your steak cooked?
Oh my God.
Summer.
Medium. Solid medium.
Matthew.
Medium.
Medium well.
Questionable.
The best part's the steak sauce.
Oh God, no. Fuck.
So like A1, you just slap it on there. It's great.
Oh, Anna.
No.
Well, folks, you know what kind of podcast you're in for now. We can tell that the food takes are going to be good on this episode because we, on the Section 109 podcast, have the hard-hitting questions. Also your favorite soccer players and all those things, but we want to know how you want your steak cooked. And I'm appalled at the three of you, by the way. It's medium rare.
It's well, okay. It's medium rare plus. Like I order a steak medium when I'm at a restaurant because the restaurant will give it to me medium rare plus. Like it's somewhere in between medium rare and medium.
What kind of fancy joints do you frequent?
Places that don't want to accidentally barely by 10 seconds overcook the steak, so it's just a little under what you say for or what you ask for. So if they have to go send it back and like cook it the rest of the way, they're not wasting a piece of meat.
And have you ever sent back a steak?
Absolutely.
How undercooked was it?
Like if it's gushing red, I will send it back. Like I can do a little bit of medium. Is it my favorite? No. But like if it is like I like push down on my fork and like blood rushes out, yeah, that's going back.
So you want just the tiniest bit of pink at best?
Yes, like I want to be able to chew on it for 15 seconds before I have to swallow it.
Well, there's your pull quote.
You really do like beef jerky for steak.
Yes.
You know, you could just go to the gas station and get a bag of beef jerky instead of ruining a perfectly good cut of meat.
It's just the way I like it. So
that's how I used to get steak at the beginning. And then Summer, how do you you like a little bit of pink, a lot of pink,
More so pink,
but not so much red?
but not so red. No red. I don't like the blood.
See, I heard it's not actually blood.
I don't know. It just looks like.
what else would it be?
I heard it's like, I don't know. That's a question for somebody smarter than me. That also might have been someone lying to me. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So I have a few more food questions before we get into the serious stuff.
I'm not done with this yet. I want to talk about the sauce. Is like A1 your favorite steak sauce, or is there something like better than that? And also like why?
I love A1. So like I could dip my like French fries in A1 and just be perfectly content.
It's really the combination of like the steak, the mashed potatoes, A1, all like.
Just running together?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do agree that A1 is good. It's just not good on steak anymore.
I mean,
Mashed potatoes are good. Dipping your fries in A1 is great. A1 on steak just means you burnt your steak.
completely. I think it makes it so much better. It's like adding whipped cream to coffee. Like you can't go wrong with it.
That's true. No, I'm actually on the. So wait. Okay. Do you guys drink coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Yes, I do.
Okay, hold on. You and I have talked about this before. You wake up just happy to greet the day?
No. But I don't like coffee.
Do you drink caffeine in the morning?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Celsius.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
You and Alex. Alex was double fisting Celsius once. I think she was just kidding around, but she was like showing us, like she was like, I have a picture of her double fisting Celsius. I actually saw a couple walk through the other day a Walmart, each with a can of Celsius, and I thought of Alex immediately. I was like, Alex has ruined these people.
I try to make myself feel healthy, and I do like the powder packets instead of the carbonated drinks. So I'm like, I'm also drinking water.
How much caffeine is in a Celsius? Isn't that like 300?
200.
Okay, well, at least you don't wake up like happy to greet the day without
those
caffeine.
people are real psychopaths. So like, at least you need something. So have you ever do you like tea at all?
Not really. I
Okay.
mean, I can drink it, but it's not like
Hot brown.
What
water.
was it before Celsius?
really nothing. I used
Suffering.
to wake up.
And then she became a nurse.
Too many days with Ella will do that to you. I'm well aware of that. Oh my God. I can't believe. So I didn't drink coffee either, full disclosure, until I got a job where I had to be up early in the morning. And now like I get a headache if I don't, which I should stop drinking coffee for a few weeks so I stop getting a headache if I don't drink it. But
Why would you do that to yourself?
I'm not going to. Matthew, how many cups of coffee do you drink in the morning?
I'm trying to cut back, so it's coming out to around like 25 to 30 ounces. Like I'm trying really hard to
Oh,
cut
you
back.
even do ounces, not just like
Oh, yeah.
a cup. Wow.
Yeah.
It's 3 or 4 cups.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut back.
Good for you.
I know.
And then Anna, you're just a regular coffee
It was like double that before. so-
drinker.
Yeah, I would say definitely 1 in the morning. If I'm like dragging, I'll do 2. But like even today, I only had 1.
What do you put in your coffee?
A lot of creamer and a lot of sugar.
You're a condiment person.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, that's good. Condiments are good.
That's a choice.
Condiments are good.
I'm guessing that's not your choice.
But let's pivot here to some soccer questions. Then we will come back to the contentious, and I'm very happy that these are very contentious because that's what they're supposed to be. Summer, would you tell us where you grew up and a little bit of your soccer journey, kind of when you started playing, maybe why? Did you have a sibling that was playing? And then if anyone wants to listen to Anna's episode talking about her soccer journey, it is episode 68, which is just a few ago. I think we're over 100 now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Summer, take it away. Tell us kind of what was little Summer, the soccer player, like.
So 2 older sisters that played. A lot of neighbors that played, so a lot of it started in the side yard in our neighborhood. Then, of course, rec, select, playing all the way up through high school. High school, I traveled to Knoxville, played for FC Alliance, then got recruited to go play over at Lee. Played at Lee. That was also where my older sister went. Yeah.
Did you have any favorite soccer players when you were growing up, professional or otherwise?
Not like that I just like idolized whatever, but Alex Morgan, I mean, she's a forward, she was fast. I was like, she's cool, she's beautiful, so
And there's some similarities in
I'm like-
the speed, the speed of you love or I shouldn't say you love. I think I see you running onto some balls over the top, which is something that she definitely does as well. Like go beat a defender for pace, and then your poor sister Anna had to be the defender on the other end of that probably a lot.
Too much.
in the side yard. Yep.
So was it just? Are you guys? Is it for just 4 sisters? Mm-hmm. Who's the best? Okay, who's the best older sister at soccer?
It was everyone played different positions. Like
Summer got called up to the U.S. National team for the U20s. So there's no fighting that. She was also Gatorade Player of the Year. She was the best. She's being humble. Whatever. We get it, Summer. You're good.
we all played very different positions, and
So politically correct and nice. So wait, defender, obviously forward. What? I only know Claire.
so Claire was a center back.
Okay.
Paige, the oldest sister, she played like outside winger or outside back. She was really fast.
Back when like the 4-4-2 and it was like classic 4 like across the midfield was popular. That's what she was, an outside like mid.
Now who's faster, Summer or Paige?
4-4-2.
We were the age difference.
It's hard, but Paige was so fast.
So maybe Paige, but we never got to go for it.
Because I feel like the speed runs in, because you're not slow either, Anna. Like you're, especially for a
I'm not
center
like
back.
Summer though.
Yeah, but for a center back, like I mean, it's. I feel like the speed must run in the Lanter genes. Are either of your parents fast runners, or runners in general?
My mom said she was fast, but I mean, my mom, she said she was not like the athlete at all. But I'm telling you, whenever I ran like cross country in middle school and I would be hesitant to like go down the hills, my mom was out there going down those hills with me and she wasn't slow.
Yeah, where do the athletic genes come from? Mom, dad, both?
Our dad is extremely athletic. I think our mom was probably really fast, whereas my dad, like, he was recruited to play football at UTK, blew out his knee, transferred to UTC, and then played golf there. And so he's just an all-around great athlete. Like, even we'll play soccer, tennis with him, no soccer experience at all, and he's like just spiking it on us, and we're like, all right, cool.
He's like, I had to raise 4 of you. I'm gonna beat you at sports. That's great. Also, switching from football to golf is like a vast different in sports. Like, yeah, so many different, like, fine motor skills versus like overall strength. That's wild. So the 4 of you are not close enough in age to have played on. I mean, Claire played with you guys. I want to say 2014, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
1 year. Right?
2014 or 2015?
It actually popped up on our memories the other day. Wasn't it like 7 years ago?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because there was a picture of us.
But you never got the 4 of you on the same team. How much older is Paige?
We're all 3.5 years apart.
God, your parents are so organized.
I wish they could say that.
Oh, it's about 2 3/4 years. Oh, another baby.
I think only one of those was like a plan.
Yeah.
I just every few years it was time. Mm-hmm. Well, it worked out for him. So, did you guys grow up in Saudi your whole lives?
Hickson, Saudi, yeah, Chattanooga.
Where was the high school? Was it Saudi? Mm-hmm. Did you both play high school ball? Mm-hmm.
You know the saying, right?
Oh, you have to tell them the saying.
If you ain't from Saudi.
If you ain't from Saudi, you ain't nobody.
There's people, by the way, when you scored, there were people chanting that in the section.
Every time I go over to CBC after, they say that.
Oh, man. And Renee used to be, rest in peace, Renee used to say Saudi karate.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be like, I will whoop you. I know Saudi karate.
Where in that part of town did you guys grow up, though? I'm curious. As someone who also like grew up in the Hickson, Saudi area.
Saudi area near like the Steve's Landing area.
Ah, okay.
So about like this Armstrong Bridge. If you go past it, we're probably about 4 minutes past Armstrong Bridge.
Okay. Yeah. I grew up in Hidden Harbor, so
Oh, really?
Hickson, Saudi area is more like Hickson, but a zone for Saudi.
Nicknames growing up.
Oh, and I had plenty. Self-given.
We've heard a few of these.
Go on.
Well, let's hear them.
Did you tell them about like 42 slide girl or something?
I was really competitive when I was younger, and I wanted to make
She
sure.
says it like she's not currently really competitive.
And I would own none of the other girls. I was like 3rd grade. None of the other girls wanted to compete, so I was just competing against the boys. And so we would have competitions at like church camps of who could go up the slide the longest time. And it was like 200 stairs to the slide. And so I was proud that I was 42 slides girl.
42 in a row?
Yes.
It's so many.
And so I gave myself a nickname, 42 slide girl.
From
Please tell me that was your AIM chat name.
No.
There was plenty more too.
I remember Bullet from our last podcast.
Yeah, that bullet has caught on.
Has it?
Yes. Yes, it has caught on. They also, my sisters are so sweet, and they gave me the nickname Smeagol growing up. Mm-hmm. And so if you ever want to guess my security passwords to anything, it's not Bullet because it didn't catch on until college. All of them are Smeagol.
What about the one Coach Henry gave you?
Yeah, that was terrible. I got Stumpy.
I thought that was quite comical.
Yeah, and then Summer gets all... you don't even have nicknames, really, do you? Yeah. Oh, our nephews gave her a cute one. They call her Sunny. And so in our family, she's now known as Sunny, and I'm friggin' Stumpy.
Stumpy or Smeagol. Yeah. Is Summer your actual name? Mm-hmm. I didn't know if it was a nickname.
Nope.
But Summer's almost a nickname, right? Like it's uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably why. Is yours actually Anna? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I wondered if I guess people. I mean, I got Breezy, but I got that later in life. I didn't get that early. His name's not Matthew. Guess his first name.
David.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, nailed it.
Wait, no way.
Yeah.
You said that like you knew it. I was like, yeah, it's
No,
David.
that's actually.
It's the worst because every time I go to email him, one of these show docs or whatever else, his email's his actual name, David Matthew or whatever. So I have to like remember it's not Matthew Caniglio, it's David Matthew.
Is that like your Instagram? How did I?
I don't.
He just looks like a David.
I don't actually know. Like that's. Like it's in an email. I think it's David M. I don't know, but like, we've never emailed. I don't know how.
Yeah, we don't. We're
I
not
just-
avid emailers.
I don't know. That's
I'm
weird.
so happy you nailed that. Did either of you have favorite numbers growing? Actually, we talked about this last podcast, but let's remind folks favorite numbers growing up when playing soccer. Number you had to be.
I mean, it was just in our family. There just wasn't an option. We were all like 14. And if that was taken, then a lot of times we tried like the number 7. And then I ended up with number 3, and I like that one.
I think it's a great forwards number. So
Matthew believes that traditional soccer numbers are bad, so the number 9 should not wear a 9.
It was never a number 9.
Now you're breaking it with being a 10.
I know. I've never been 10 before this year.
It fits. It's got a certain symmetry to it.
Well, I like requested that because I was like, we already have all the jerseys. The parents have the ones to support it. I'm like, this is just going to be easy
So
transition.
practical.
Because Anna already had 14, so I was like, oh, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, you can't. You're like, all right, or rock paper scissors ring for it. And I was like,
how
I was here last year.
Yeah,
Go
that's
away.
how I was. I was like, I have 14.
You're like captain's armband. Were either of you captains on teams growing up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like high school and college.
Was that something you enjoyed, or was it just something that happened? Meaning, like, did like coaches go like, okay, you're captain now, or did you want that, or do you remember?
I think both.
I've always been someone that wants it. I don't do well with a lot of people telling me what to do. And so if I can maybe be that, which it's not always the case, but like obviously a good leader shouldn't really be telling you too much what to do. But yeah, I've always preferred it. And it might be because I have older sisters that were always telling me what to do that I was like, no, this is my time.
Also 42 times up the slide or whatever. Yeah. You didn't want anybody telling you what to do, what you couldn't do for sure. And then how did you guys end up at CFC? Because you weren't playing, you played at FC Alliance, right? I think that was pre-academy days anyway. How did it end up that you ended up at CFC the first time?
Probably Gretchen. Gretchen reached it out. When we've been close to Gretchen for a long time. She's like a friend to me.
She's amazing.
She's
we love
awesome.
Gretchen. Yeah. And Moses Drummond was also
because he was coaching at Sada Daisy, right?
yes.
Oh,
And so he connected us too. Also think very highly of him.
Former CFC legend.
yeah. What other position would either of you like to play, except besides your primary? So Anna, you can't say defender, and Summer, you can't say forward.
Oh gosh, I hate defending. So
Anna's got the yeah we know look on her.
Like, really?
okay, there was one time this season that I ran way far back, and I was like, Anna's gonna be proud of that.
One time. You don't deserve a pat on the back for one time. Like, wow.
I was like, dang, I helped Anna out on that.
That's like,
she's running uphill backwards, going like,
Did you see that? Did you see that?
that's like us like trying to show you support and being like, you're welcome. Like, no, that's our job.
I try. I defend in a very forward-like manner. It's just pressure, but never like, please do not have anyone run at me. It is like bad.
Yeah, I would say I would want like somewhere in the center mid. I wouldn't want to be a forward. That's too much pressure if you miss. Whereas like center mid, it's like, hey, you don't really have to defend super hard. You don't have to really attack super hard. Like, it's that happy middle of if I mess up, it's okay. Whereas like forwards, if you miss goals, it's like, oh crap. I mean, you kind of have that as a defender. If you miss the tackle, they're like, you suck. But that's that.
But you're more comfortable with the. You played a little holding mid last year.
One game. Yeah, that was interesting.
I mean, we needed someone who could tackle. It's pretty important. Still important in general tackling, but last year was even more important. Jean jackets, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah.
Double denim on top and denim.
I'm not cool enough for that. Nope.
I've only done it once, but it was only because the restaurant was cold. It was what I had in my car. So, yeah, I probably was summer. I'm not cool enough for it.
I think you guys could pull it off. Best purchase you've made in the last year, $100 or less. Could be a journal, could be headphones, could be, I don't know. Could be a bobblehead of your husband.
You got this one first. This is terrible. All I can think about is food. I'm like, I've gone up
That bottle of A1
that
sauce.
works.
Yeah,
that
I'm
works.
like-
She's like, I bought a 24-ounce bottle of A1 sauce. It was $37.99. I put it on all of my food.
I was thinking, golly, I love whenever I go to Toto Hibachi.
Ooh, there you go. That's a good
that's
one.
what I'm like.
That's a good one.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I bought a 3-pound tin of Tim Hortons ground coffee, so like I get it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a work of art, really.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with my running shoes. Love those things.
Speaking of running, we heard a little story from you. How do you get your cardio in the off season?
What have you heard?
Well, we heard someone doesn't like to run and someone makes them run.
Yes, that is accurate. Now she's to an age where I can't make her run, but
She still tries to encourage it.
in college,
You're not gonna run today?
Yes. At the beach, she's like, I'm going. Are you going? And I'm like, oh, I wanted to sleep.
how I do mine. It just depends kind of at what point it is. So I don't think I did it this year. Like last year, I think I did like half marathons. I did 2 of them. And then I kind of, as season got closer, switched over to more sprinting stuff. This year, I played a lot of adult leagues.
Yeah, I was gonna say you played. You had some really good ball work playing for Iron Horse.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
She played a season with us. It was good.
Oh,
She was our playoff sub, by the way. I was like, we're gonna need a player. We're gonna play her leave around. I think it was 2 years ago, around playoff time. And she was like, well, I can't really play the whole season, but I could come around playoff time. I was like, deal. Last 2 games of the season, the playoffs. It was good. Summer's also fun on a small field. She's pretty. She makes the boys really upset. There's some like 17-year-old boys that get really mad, and they're like they can't dribble past her, and then because she'll block the ball, and then they try to dribble again, and then you see like kids passing up good passing, then they're just like playing macho boys, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
It's the beauty of adult league.
Yeah. Well, and I played on a team with you and Juan as well, and that was also fun. And that one, girl goals or whatever counted for 2. So it was like, how do you get the ball to Summer? Because everyone counts for 2.
It's like the header goals.
I always loved when girl goals counted for 2 because, I mean, sounds bad, but it definitely made me more valuable, and I'm about it.
Hey, striker. That's a striker's mentality there. Pass the ball to me. What percentage of the game is mental and what percentage is physical, do y'all think?
I guess, honestly, like, I'd have to say, like, probably like 50-50 because if you're mentally weak in these situations that, like, even if it's, like, physically demanding and you're mentally weak, then you kind of check out.
I was going to say 65-35.
Which way?
I would say probably 65% physical, 35% mental. Because it's like, yeah, you have to be like, if you can have the fittest player in the world, but if they have a terrible mentality, like, you don't want them. But also, like, if it were like 35%, it's like, all right, there's only so long your mind's going to carry you. Like, the competition as you get older is going to outweigh you. Because, like, you can see that in club ball is like people that don't have the mentality. They gradually fizzle out because they're like, oh, I don't want college. I don't know. When in reality, it's not even that they don't want college. It's the fact that the competition keeps getting harder and harder. And they don't have the mentality or the like work rate just to do it.
How do you guys juggle being working adults now and like trying to play at a high level?
Celsius.
I was going to say, I don't know if I am juggling it.
Because I remember I asked Summer a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I was like, you I can't wait to see you play this year or something. I don't remember. I said something. And you were like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to play this year. And I was like, what do you mean? This was several years ago. And you were like, it's a lot. And then here we are like 3 years later and you're still playing. But like,
Just that person that can't give it up.
but how, like, are you just like sleeping less? Are you like prioritizing? Like, are you just skipping seeing anybody else for 2 months? Like,
Pretty much. I mean, honestly, I leave in the morning, go to work, and then go straight from work to practice, and practice to pack my lunch, shower, go to bed, and do it all over again. And so it's just like constant repeat. But this year has worked nicely because my husband's at practice anyways, so I get to see him there.
I don't have that luxury, so...
well, you also see your husband there.
yeah,
it's just not
I'm
as helpful.
Yeah, I'm like, all right,
Like,
at least I'm having family bonding time.
Hi, brother-in-law.
I'm like, hey, Juan. Or like she'll come late because her hours are like 7 to about 6. And so she'll be late. And I'm like, have you heard from Summer? And he's like, no. Have you? I'm like, no. Then we just walk off.
I show up eventually.
Are you still doing surgery?
So I switched. So now I work in he's a surgical oncologist. I work in his clinic.
Okay, cool. Still nursing stuff though, or was it more admin now?
Both. So we see patients in the office, but then we only see them like 2 days a week, and then the other 2 days is like catching up from those clinic days.
Gotcha. And Anna, what are you doing?
I'm in master data analytics.
Nerd.
Yeah, so it's been good. Definitely an adjustment. I called her like probably the first 2 weeks. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to keep doing this. Like, it is very hard. And she's like, welcome to the last 4 years of my life. I'm like, all right.
Welcome to adulthood.
I'm like, thanks for the advice, sis.
Thanks for the words of encouragement.
Yeah, I'm like, she's like, it only gets worse.
She's like, listen, Schmiegel, it only gets worse. You're going to have to toughen up.
It's survival for like however long.
Yeah, 8 weeks.
months,
That's
yeah.
what. And it's like, we love the season, but it is one of those things where it is taxing. And so it's like, all right, where are the sacrifices? And so a lot of those sacrifices are, man, I'm not going to go see people. I'm not going to go do fun things because on my one day off, I have to go grocery shopping. Like, it's like the practical things of like, or like I have to go get an oil change. I like my car, I wasted like probably over like 3,000 miles past it was like due on the ticket and I'm not someone that does that. And I was like, what is happening to me? Like, I'm someone that's too much like organized for that. And so for that to happen, I'm like, oh gosh. And it's just like, you put things off, but it's good. We enjoy it overall. And like, it makes it worth it in the long run.
And that's the thing is like, as much as it is hard work, like I love it. And it's the only like, excuse me, it's the only like competitive like season after college that's not like professional level and that is like 11v11, and it's fun to compete. If it was all year long, there's no way I could survive, but for the 2.5 months I'm like, let's do it.
Well, and it's so nice being a part of a team. It's like, that's what I've always loved about playing soccer. I mean, I'm an extrovert. It's like taking your team away from you, even though it's just for 8 weeks. It's like, you look forward to going to, like, I know there's days where I'm like, oh, like I can't wait to go like say hey to Nadia or say hey to like whoever it is, just because it's like these are like friends now. So
Yeah. How did you stay sharp in this off season? Because you played 2 off seasons ago, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Am I remembering? Was that your last year in college?
Oh gosh, I played fall of 2022.
Okay, so coming into last season, you had a few months between them, but it was kind of the normal layoff. But then this season, you didn't have it. How did you stay sharp in the off season?
I wouldn't say I came into the sharp. There was definitely times at practices where I like looked at Summer and was like, "Oh my gosh, my touch! Like, when does this come back?" Like I would jump into practices a little bit here and there at Lee, but it was when they needed a number, and so it's like it's hard for. There's only so much you can really like kind of juggle and play soccer tennis because you can't replace game fitness. You can't replace anything like a game, and so it was tough. And I wasn't close to any adult leagues. I would drive 50 minutes for that, and it's like, well,
You don't have time to do that every
right,
night.
yeah.
Yeah. I just was curious because I know like Summer's done it for a little while now, and obviously you mentioned adult league, so I didn't know if you had figured it out or if you were just still.
I'm hoping I'm gonna figure it out this year.
You're gonna. Well, I mean, or maybe you already have, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah. Do you guys listen to music or podcasts when working out, or listen to something like when you're running, Miss Running Shoes?
Not really. I'm really not a music person. Like, I mean, I might have like music on in the background, but nothing specific. It's just noise. Once I start like working out or running, whatever it is, my brain has so much going on in there that it just starts going.
Oh man.
Do you just like, let's just say in that scenario where you're at the beach and you're going to go out for that run that day, like, do you take like headphones with you, or you just let the pavement be the sound?
The sand, Matthew, the sand.
Or whatever.
It's hit or miss. If I'm feeling like, oh, I'll take my headphones, but like I don't have to. Some people are like, I'm leaving the gym, I didn't bring my headphones. For me, I'm like, it's fine.
I need it.
I think we put her on the list.
Yeah, she's on the psycho list. We
That's your serial killer trait.
It's a trap question. It's definitely a trick question. But we said no gotcha questions, but that one is definitely a gotcha question. There's like 4 different people on this podcast. I think you're number 4, maybe number 5 in the history that have been like, no, I don't listen to anything. Sheldon's one of those. There's different people, but like people who are like, no, I want to work out. Like I'm very serious about it, or like I don't need to. And most everyone's like, I don't want to be alone with my thoughts. Why would I want to be alone with my thoughts?
It's like Sheldon, Caleb,
By the
Cole,
way, and you.
me. Yeah, no, you.
Yeah, so I don't have any music on my phone.
No Spotify.
I have Pandora. Do people still use that?
I mean, you're a person.
I have
so.
Pandora on my phone.
When I have
Mostly
a
just
few
in the car.
songs that I listen to before the game, and I put them on YouTube and listen to them, and the girls make fun of me. They're like, "How old are you?"
Well, it's that you're doing that and the songs that they are. She listens to "Let It Go" by Frozen, the Frozen one.
Let It Go and Girl on Fire.
The one like, this girl is on fire.
Yeah,
That one?
just like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Steve.
You have great taste, actually.
You know. See, maybe this is why I don't listen to music. Why I work out is because those are my songs.
he-
Oh no,
agrees
they're
with
making
you.
fun of you. I'm fully on your team on this one.
Well, they can't all be winners.
Hey, you should listen to the lyrics of Let It Go. They're like super empowering.
Oh, I know all of them because somebody sings them and sang them to me for. Yeah,
It was the best Disney movie of all time until Frozen 2 came out. So
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
You're actually the worst. Soccer superstitions for the two of you.
Oh, so many.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear them. We are superstitious human beings, so we get them. If we lose, by the way, I bought a jersey the other day. I wore it at the men's game. We tied. I'm not sure I'm ever going to wear the jersey at a game again.
That's fair.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, that is.
But what soccer superstitions?
Like, how many do you want?
I want as many as you're willing to share.
Same sports bra and spandex like every game.
Yep. It has to be.
Washed.
no
Yeah,
matter
oh, yeah, I
no
mean-
matter the result, but like
Has to
Yeah.
be the same.
But-
Yeah. If I felt good, like, then it's got to stay the whole season.
But if you had an off game, like if you had a new something the first game and it was bad, you'd be like, I'm switching back to the old one. Like
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, probably.
I just never switch.
Same one, 6 seasons in a row.
I am wearing these till they die.
I respect that.
I'll try a new one of the season.
Socks?
Oh gosh. Oh, that's a thing of mine.
Yeah, we both are like this.
So with our team, people put their socks back in like after and
Like share socks.
Sweet Alex washes them all. I can't do that. I kept mine because I was like, I can't wear someone else's socks.
And some of them are like ours are big. We got like the smaller socks, and like we get it, manufacturing, everything, whatever. But like ours are bigger on us, and we're smalls, and so if we got like a large, that like ankle or that like heel thing is gonna be on our calf.
Mine already is on my calf.
Like,
And some of these girls got big feet.
Size shoes?
Size
8.
7.
Oh, it's not that small.
No, but you should see some of these.
yeah, we'll show you next game. Shameless plug.
Check out my calves. They're like
They're gonna be warming up. They're gonna be like, look at my calves. Also, look at that girl's feet.
exactly.
Cannot wait for this now.
Keep going. What else? Do you have to warm up a certain way? Right foot, left foot, anything like that?
I like to be in the back of the warm up line because they go way too fast. I need to go slower.
That's just because you're 4 years older than the next oldest player on the team.
That's what I say. I'm like,
You're the veteran.
exactly. I'm like, y'all gotta respect my pace.
I think Summer's probably like this too. I don't touch a ball before warm up, and so most
Interesting.
people are juggling, kicking it. Until I stretch and everything, I'm not touching a ball. That's what Avery Catlett at Nashville was like, "Here, let's pass," and passed me the ball, and I just dodged it because I was like, "No," I was like, "We don't do this."
Is that like for practice and game day, or is that just a game
no,
day
practice. I'm fine.
thing? Okay.
Just game day. I think Summer was the one that made me superstitious of this, actually.
Which is funny because I don't do that anymore. Now I'm like, we're here.
No, I don't do it now.
I love it. Do you have to enter with one foot or the other foot, like if you're subbing in or out? Not that Anna subs, but if she did.
No, don't even think about that. But like for me, also like it's a lot of based off of how I feel. So like for a game, I always wear makeup because I have to feel pretty, so I play pretty. Then I always shave my legs, so I'm aerodynamic.
Oh, I do that too.
Like it's just like those are my things.
Absolutely.
My thing is, if I were to get hurt and like it's an ankle injury, I don't want them being like, "Oh, she didn't shave her legs." So that's more my reasoning.
Ooh, below that sock, she only shaved to the sock line.
Oh, someone missed their knee.
Hey, you got to feel good. It's important. I think I have a superstition that you have. I think once you score with one foot or the other foot, you try to score with the other one.
I don't know.
You had a perfect hat trick this year. Do you know this?
Someone else told me that, and I had no clue.
Left foot, right foot. Or I don't remember what order it was, but left foot, right foot, head.
That's what I see. Someone asked me that, and I was like, "No, I have no clue."
You're like, I'm just trying to score.
I'm like, if I can get it there, we'll be happy.
It was fantastic. And then you hit the goal the other day with your left foot.
You did.
Oh.
Which I was, missed both footed over here. I didn't know you had the left-footed strike in you, and that's 2 goals on the season with your left foot. So, well done.
Surprised myself.
I have a theory that there's a superstition inside of you where you're trying to score with the other foot, whichever one you last scored with.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe my body just does things. I've also noticed from seeing pictures that every time I kick the ball, one of my fists is closed and one of them's open. Like every single picture. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is like a reoccurring thing. Now you're going to see a picture and you're going to notice I have one.
One open, one closed?
Yeah. Subconscious.
Whatever you got to do to hit it.
I didn't know I did it.
If a movie was made about your lives, who would you want to play you?
Oh, I know Summers.
Well, first do yourselves, and then
I
want
gotta make
you to
it like realistic.
No, you do not. Nick Spielman, who gets abused on this podcast, picked The Rock. So I say aim as high as you want.
Who would you pick?
I think I said this last time too. I love Scarlett Johansson. Is that who I said last time?
Yeah.
Like
I don't have it written down here, but that's what I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Margot Robbie.
At least like those humans look like roughly like you.
No,
Like you could. You got.
Stumpy.
I'm just saying, it's closer than Nick. It's closer than Nick and The Rock.
Do y'all have a go-to karaoke song?
I refuse at all costs. I do not do karaoke.
Yeah, I don't really do it either. No.
Did you guys have team traditions where you had to sing a song? I know some men's teams do that. I don't know if women's teams do that at all.
In college we did, but
Yes.
not here.
What did you pick?
They picked it for us.
Oh, what did they pick for you?
Summer picked mine, and I Will
Summer.
Always Love You.
Great song.
Yeah. Whitney Houston, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm just this little freshman belting her heart out.
At least you knew the lyrics.
Yeah, that's true.
What did they pick for you? Do you remember?
I think I was Let It Go or You're Welcome.
Yeah, no, that year you're welcome.
I usually got Disney songs.
That's all she knows.
Like, well, it's a Disney song, so Summer's gonna know it.
Yeah, you know.
How do you guys feel about Disney World?
We haven't been in so long.
I think we've only been like one time, right? Maybe twice.
We went to whenever you would go to the Florida tournament, we would go. So it's been a while. It's been probably at least 10 years.
Look, there was a lot of us growing up. We didn't go to Disney World that often. It got expensive.
That's fair. All right, question for each one of you for the other one. Best hidden talent of Summers and best hidden talent of Anna's.
I know Summers.
Go.
She knows how to like tumble and things. Like, so she like can just pop out a random like back tuck, like just a party trick. And it's like, oh, that's really cool. Like, and then people will like ask her like, oh, can you do this? And I feel like she can do everything. Anything that's athletic, she could basically do.
Did you do gymnastics at all?
Maybe for like a very brief period of time, but mainly we had a trampoline growing up.
Have you never wanted to like break it out for a celebration after scoring a goal?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to catch my breath after. I'm like, oh, good, we get a little break.
I do notice your celebrations are not the most like you jump in the like choreographed. You're like, all right, let's jog back. Let's jog back.
Like, thank you,
Does someone
it
want to
went
hug
in.
me? Do we want to take a break for a second?
I have noticed that each time that you've scored this year, you've just like stopped. Like everyone comes to you, you just like exert no more energy.
So that's honestly how I've been, like, always too. But I also feel like, every time that a defender blocks something, they don't go up and cheer. Like, it's kind of also my job, or like as a forward, that's what kind of supposed to do. So I don't know. I get that's the fun part of the game, and people should be like, woo, but like, also that's kind of what I'm supposed to do.
Strong Mario Balotelli vibes.
Yeah.
They once asked Mario Balotelli, the striker from Italy, when he played for Manchester City, why he didn't celebrate his goals. He said, the postman doesn't celebrate when he delivers the mail. This is my job. And then he walked away stone-faced.
How
That's
did
amazing.
he not get the nickname the mailman after that?
I know. Start calling Summer the mailman as she scores.
I love that nickname.
Hidden talent for Anna.
Anna can eat a chocolate molten cake in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, we are not the same. Summer's so athletic. Anna could put down some food.
How hot is the molten lava cake? Because there might be some athletics involved here.
Doesn't matter. It comes out on fire, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's true.
There have been witnesses to this.
We're gonna come back to this for sure. I know you guys don't have a lot of free time right now, but when you do have some free time, some of your favorite things to do. Off season, obviously.
I feel like I'm just now really learning it, just because, like, I just now finished college, even was doing my master's, and so I feel like I'm honestly just about to really learn it. I'm hoping I have free time soon.
That's totally fair.
I don't know if it's like something that I like love all the time, but I work out a lot in my free time. Like, I do enjoy that. Not always do I want to, but then once I'm there, I enjoy it.
You also really enjoy Dolly.
I love my dog.
Your dog is adorable.
She's so cute. Even though we just shaved her, so she's not as cute right now.
Well, you guys met mine, so I get it. Like, we shave them, they become less cute, and also they're dogs, so like, they're the wonderful amount of annoying.
Yeah.
Like they make your life so much better, but sometimes you're like, oh, I hear you like this.
Exactly.
Favorite non-soccer sport?
Baseball.
I really haven't played any other sports but soccer.
What about just to like watch?
She doesn't really like sitting down too long.
I always thought gymnastics was cool to watch. That was always a fun one. But like,
Once every 4 years.
yeah. That's about the only thing though.
That's how Ella feels, by the way. Ella watches gymnastics because Romanians were really, really, really good at it. And like, she's like, every 4 years, she's like, I could sit down and watch this.
Yeah, that's what I look forward to really.
Favorite TV or Netflix show? Currently.
Or like whatever is on the stream.
Or yeah, whatever streaming apps. There's 9 million of them.
Remember how I was on that psycho list?
You don't watch any TV?
Not that often.
I mean, I understand like right now y'all have basically no free time at all, so like, we get that. But is there something like as
like Ted Lasso?
Oh, I loved that one. That one was hilarious.
great show? I just finished it like the other night.
Okay, I haven't
No
watched
spoilers,
the new,
no spoilers. I haven't watched the new-
I haven't watched the new one either. Don't tell me.
Yeah, well, by the way, I'm done with season 1. I'm in season 2, so nobody give me any spoilers.
Did you only just start it because it just ended?
Oh, no, I haven't. I watched the first season.
Because that's his thing.
That is my thing, yeah.
He will not watch new TV shows until
that would kill me.
Until they end.
So here's what I don't like. And I'm a little less like militant about it than I was, but
So militant
I
about it.
do not like turning on a TV show and then catching up and then having to wait a week. Like I want to binge stuff. So I just want it all available at once to be binged.
That's fair.
And I might not watch it all at once. I might take a month between episodes, probably not, but I might. But I really don't want to
It's the
have to
fact
wait.
that they are telling you can't.
Ding, ding, ding.
Golly.
Don't like being told what to do.
I get it.
I don't like being told what to do in general. So but Ted Lasso.
If you haven't watched Silo, don't watch it right now because it is coming out every day or every week. But I've really enjoyed it so far. I think I'm
On Apple Plus.
Yes, I think I'm 8 or 9 episodes. I've caught up, and it's been very entertaining for me. And it's one that you can't really watch while you're on your phone. And I like those of the ones that like really hold your attention. And so, yeah, good show.
Agree with that. Well, we already did fastest player in a foot race, so I'll skip that. I still would love to see the foot race. I think you're faster than you think. I'm probably not as fast as that's speed demon over here, but you don't get bullet without being pretty fast, right?
I need like bananas to like try to slip her up. Get like a lasso.
She's like, I get a 3-step head start and I get items to throw at you.
The Lanter kart races are going to be really good.
It's like it's a Mario Kart. Who is the best dressed player on the team? Is there one person where you guys are like, dang?
I like Katie's style. She always has really cool shoes.
She does have good shoes. Yeah, it's hard because we don't really see each other dressed up. The only times we do are home games. So we've seen everyone dressed up 3 times.
Yeah. Fourth this weekend.
Yeah, but Katie's got good style. Avery Catlett did too. And Avery Ingalls has great style. But I'm obviously biased because I knew her.
Before, yeah.
Yep.
I was going to ask tallest player on the team, but that's not a hard question. Do either of you talk trash on the field?
No.
Oh, I'm terrible at it.
Terrible at it or terrible about it? Like you do it too much?
No, like I don't even know. Mine's like, that was bad. Like, like
that's wonderfully endearing.
Summer, do you say anything on the field?
Yeah.
I mean, like talking to your teammates is not like, but like, do you ever like talk to an opposing player?
Not really, no. No.
Even if they start talking to you?
I mean, sometimes we talk about like what just happened on that play. It's like it's nothing like
Yeah, you miss it. If you miss something,
Yeah.
you're like, what just happened? What,
Yeah.
the ball out?
exactly something
But
like
never like, did you just miss that?
Yeah, no. I'm not clever enough to talk trash.
that's if you want someone that's gonna talk trash, it's Sage.
Is Sage the trash talker on the
Oh
field?
my gosh, I get so uncomfortable. I'm like, Sage, shh, that's mean.
I love hearing this. We heard that we asked you guys who you thought the player most likely to make you or talk trash to you was, or some combination of the two. You guys said Brianna Hurtado last year. Is that still the case? Still one of the?
Yes.
That's what Summer, one of the first times she like met her, she's like, I love her. She's spicy. And I was like, that's honestly such a good way to describe her. Like, she's so friendly. Everyone wants to be around her, but she's like quick-witted, everything. Like,
Anybody else likely to meg you on the team? Like to try to show you up?
Nadia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Nadia is the main one.
Teammate most likely to show up late. For a game, obviously. Bus, whatever.
We got a few.
Yeah. Most of which are working.
Yeah.
I show up late to practice
I was going to say,
every single day.
Are we,
But sometimes I'm not the latest.
Yeah, that's...
who else working on the team? You don't have to necessarily say who else late, but who else working on the team and not going to school? Or not doing still in school or whatever?
Right.
We both work. Vic is working.
Sage. Avery Ingalls is a teacher, so she's out right now, but... yeah, I think it's mostly the older crowd, and there's not very many older crowd people.
More than last year, though. I think
Yeah,
that are working.
it was
that
like
are working.
me and Jazz were the only ones, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Team, do you guys have a required like dress code? Meaning, like, do you have to show up for away games in a certain way or show up for home games in a certain way?
Mm-hmm.
Who's most likely to not wear what they were supposed to be wearing?
Well, I don't know if she got gear or not because she came late into the season.
That's the thing. Yeah, we have a few that don't, but
Ah.
it might be because we genuinely don't have enough gear.
Okay, because they came late. Never mind.
They
Then I
came-
won't.
they
Then we
came
won't.
late, so
we
I
will
don't
not
wanna
put them
be
on
like-
blast. We will not put them on. I was just wondering. So there's a player, and he will remain nameless. A few seasons ago on the men's team, where everyone was like, "Oh no, it's this player," because he got fined for forgetting his jersey to a game. Like, several different things.
No, these people always have their gear.
Sweet kid, but like, a little
Oh, it was a
absent-minded.
kid.
A little. Well, he's a guy. A little absent-minded. He's like 25, but like absent-minded. I won't throw him under the bus, but I always thought it was hilarious. Who coordinates or practices the most goal celebrations in practice? Not necessarily you two, like the team. Is there any lady that's always like trying to figure out, and why is it Brianna Hurtado?
It's her.
Yeah, it definitely is her.
She's funny. We'll be like practicing corner kicks and she'll take some of them and like you can just tell she's trying to get that in swinger, hit it herself.
Yeah, the Olympico.
She's hilarious.
But she can do it.
Oh, great set piece delivery. Matthew, you want to take the first food question?
I will. Do y'all have a favorite pregame meal?
I'm a sucker for a good peanut butter and jelly.
Crust or no crust?
I don't discriminate, but like I always end up eating the crust, but it's usually because I'm hungry.
Hell yeah. What kind of bread?
Oh, it's like this fluffy one. I don't know. I still live at home, so it's
Good
like
for you.
It's the ones that my mom usually gets, but like maybe it's the like artesian. Maybe
Yeah.
Okay.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the fluffiest white bread you can find.
Oh my gosh, and it's delicious. It's like
It's like pound cake.
yeah.
Little judgment in that voice.
I eat pound cake before a game.
And a molten lava cake if you can find one.
I have switched up my meal this season. Usually I don't usually eat the same thing every time, but this year I'm like, we're just trying new things.
So no go-to for you.
Not this season.
What about postgame?
Whatever Alex gets us.
I'm never mad with some pizza.
That's a last game, home game. I think we got subs, and Summer and I after CBC were like, so like, pizza.
We went and got pizza.
Yeah.
Where did you guys go?
Pizza Bros.
Classic, solid. What's the best postgame meal you guys have had this season? I realize there's been only 3 home games so far.
I assume they fed them on the road, all pizza every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, just assume. I kind of assume that one.
Yeah,
It's pizza or sandwiches.
Yeah, I will say though, on this away trip, we got Firehouse subs before game, and that was bomb.
Delicious.
Yeah, and we got Chipotle the night before.
Nice.
Also, did not complain about that one. So shout out to Alex. Thanks for feeding us.
Hell yeah. I feel like Chipotle is like That's the best I mean, you got to eat that like several hours before a game.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit heavy, but like, man, talk about a carb bomb.
So this will be fun because of the most recent like, overnight at the hotel buffet or at the hotel breakfast. Like, who goes crazy? Like, who like goes wild? You know, some people will do cereal, some people will do like the eggs and stuff, and like who's just like, you're eating what?
Well, I got a waffle, so I can't judge your pancakes with chocolate chips.
Yeah, hold on. This is what happened. So
She says while judging your pancakes
yes.
with chocolate chips.
Well, what happened was
this is what, and she shamed me in front of this complete stranger, and he was like, "No, okay." He literally said, "You know how to eat," and I was like, "All right, cool, Summer."
Well, I'm over here getting my waffle, and the stranger's getting his right beside me. And then Anna comes up with a plate full of chocolate chips and syrup.
Hold on. It's because at the buffet they had pancakes. I like pancakes more than waffles, and so my solution was, all right, my pancakes are on this other plate. I don't want to just manhandle these pancakes. I'm gonna go get this plate, fill it with chocolate chips, put my syrup on it, then slap my pancakes on over it and put it in the microwave, and it's gonna be delicious. And it was. I have no regrets about it.
Just missing whipped cream.
Yeah, they didn't have that.
Because that would have finished it off perfect. Or ice cream, but I figured it was less likely they had ice cream. Nobody else getting anything weird? Anybody eating like sausage on their pancake?
Oh, Sage. She got 2 bagels, then slapped on some kind of sauce. It might have been salsa. Then put eggs on it, scrambled eggs, and then a sauce. And so she made herself like her own breakfast sandwich, which I was like, props to you, Sage. Like, that looks actually delicious. But yeah, I would say that was probably the strangest thing.
As you were inhaling your pancakes?
No shame.
You shouldn't. Pancakes are great. Also, pancakes are the heaviest food of all time. Every time I eat a pancake, I'm always like, oh, I thought I could eat 4 and I ate 2 and my stomach hurts, but I'm going to keep eating anyway. Nothing makes me overeat more than pancakes. I love pancakes.
Pancakes or waffles?
Ooh, great question. Pancakes, but also like a waffle done right is like irreplaceable. Meaning, like, have you guys done Europe? You've been to Europe. Have you? I don't know. Have you been to Europe? Mm-hmm. So like when you're walking around, they have the Belgian waffle stations like randomly on street. Like the entire premise of them is to make the entire street smell like waffle, and you're just like floating like a cartoon, like to wherever it's going. And like the waffle's never as good as it smells, but like a perfect Belgian waffle that you can put like individual pieces of fruit or chocolate chips or whatever is hard to beat.
What about you?
I'm waffle over pancake, but I don't really like bready breakfast foods.
He also doesn't like sweets.
I want the protein.
Well, good for you.
Like the eggs, bacon. Like I'll do like some like whole wheat toast or something, to have a little bread thing going on. But like that's like I'm trying to do eggs. I'm trying to do
I won't judge you the
bacon.
same way my sister judges me.
What's the best candy bar?
Cookies and cream Hershey.
I like
That's
Almond
up.
Joys.
Matthew?
I don't do candy.
Ever?
I don't like it.
Like, not even like if you do a s'more? Like,
What
you
about,
don't do
like-
like a chocolate?
The graham cracker's the only thing in a s'more I would eat.
What about like Skittles, Starburst,
Sour Patch Kids?
gummy worms?
No,
Chocolate covered pretzels?
covered by the chocolate, which I don't like.
What about like chocolate covered almonds? Look,
It's the chocolate part that I have an issue with.
so you like almonds?
So he's like, oh, I love a good almond.
They're fine.
He's 85 years old.
What about like, I don't consider raisins a candy. I was going to try.
Raisins are okay.
Okay. Well, I was thinking yogurt covered raisins.
I actually don't like yogurt either.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best part is you can
Okay.
get a bunch of, you can go to, like if we're on, if he and I are going to Nashville and flying somewhere, I can get all the candy I want and he's not going to ask for any of it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I'll just, I should start bringing some candy as like a trade for like, something else. Like, you put your card down and we're going to get double mimosas at 7 a.m. or, something like that.
We had a trainer that brought candy, and anytime, like, because obviously there's candy, you're going to go up, and she was like, hey, tell me something about you. And it was a way, because like a trainer isn't really involved but kind of involved, that she actually was able to get to know the players, and I loved it.
That's
Smart.
actually really
Right.
cool. Yeah.
Really smart. At the you already did at the hotel buffet. Best fast food fries.
Zaxby's.
I like Chick-fil-A's.
What about y'all?
Interesting. McDonald's if they're done right.
Ooh.
You're a little too thin for me.
I think this might have been Randy that said this the other day, and I think I agree with it. It could have been Alex. I don't remember. They're the only two who got this question because this question is new. Wendy's if they're done correctly.
That's fair because they use that sea salt.
That sea salt is.
But they're not always like Wendy's is real hit or miss, but McDonald's is also pretty hit or miss. You know what else has great fries? Checkers.
I've never been there.
I've not eaten
who's
Checkers.
who's 85 now?
You know
There's
what?
one on Ringgold Road.
Hold on. Central Park.
Central Park, yes.
Wow,
seasoned
that-
fries.
That's something I haven't thought
Seasoned
about in
fries.
a long time.
I think we need to bring back Central Park.
I did it the other day.
There's one
In
on
Hickson.
I think there's one on 23rd Street as well. I didn't know there was one in Hickson. There used to be one near my house in
Speaking
East
of the
Brainerd.
one- of the one in Hickson, if it's the same location I'm thinking of, I really miss the fries from Steak and Shake across the street there.
Oh yeah, that was tragic.
Steak and Shake is trash fries.
They're just a little small, but that's okay.
They're all undercooked.
I mean, for $4, I'm not complaining.
I always got them covered in cheese because they were so terrible. You know who has the most overrated fast food fry? Which I guess is McDonald's, right? Is that what you guys are saying?
I just feel like they're so thin. So like it's almost like a potato chip.
I'm thinking
Or like
like
you know those things that you can buy like at the store, those like little tiny potato ones that are like this big. That's kind of what it tastes like. What is like in between a fry and a chip.
So you do you like potato wedges instead of fries?
I like some potato wedges. Yeah.
Curly fries?
Love curly fries.
Oh, Arby's.
Oh, haven't been there in a while.
There we go. We're getting somewhere. Waffle fries?
Yeah, big fan.
I mean, Zaxby's is all.
that's their seasoning that makes it so good. They
Yeah.
put this little like I don't even know. It's like this reddish orangish thing. I don't even ask questions. I just love it.
Sometimes better not to. Crinkle cut? Shoestring?
Maddie oftentimes will get like a double portion of the seasoning because she doesn't think they're seasoned enough, and
Oh wow.
that's
Opposites
that's
really
actually-
do attract.
That's actually a game changer for the Zaxby's fries.
Interesting because you don't like seasoning on anything.
It's fries though. Like I'd rather like a dry seasoning than to dip it into something else.
Really?
What do you dip your fries in?
Ketchup.
Zax sauce, Chick-fil-A sauce, ketchup, steak sauce, ranch.
A1. Ranch is a good one. Matthew, what do you dip your sauce in? Or your fries in?
I don't. The fries just better be good enough.
So like, what do you like? Wash it down with?
A water, a beer, or like
Matthew has horrendous food takes, by the way.
Do you put sauce on your burger?
a good burger doesn't need sauce. A good burger is gonna have cheese, and like there'll be enough like little melted cheese action that like doesn't need sauce.
But like a burger is supposed to have like you bite into it and then it, like the mayonnaise
Juices.
and ketchup drip out on you.
Yeah, you gotta be
If there's
dodging it. You gotta be dodging.
if there's any mayonnaise
like
or
that.
ketchup on my burger, it's getting sent back.
Oh.
That's
a
actually
sad
so
day.
sad. Yeah.
If you take him to a restaurant, it's hilarious. He's like, "What's the blandest thing on this menu? Hold the seasoning.
I
No
want-
dessert."
It's usually with meats and sauces is like my big thing. I want the meat to be good enough that it doesn't need anything to cover up its sins.
Not even marinara, like what it marinates in.
I mean, like
Not marinara, but
like if we want to marinate something, that's awesome. I don't want anything like after the fact.
He doesn't like mayonnaise. How do we feel about mayonnaise?
Big fan.
live by it.
Me too. Thank you. Mayonnaise is great.
Ketchup and mayonnaise, mix it all together.
Ever dip your fries in just mayo?
I could.
I
would-
don't, but
I would if I'm feeling bad about myself. It's a good wallow in your own sorrow. But also Ella taught me this, and it is a game changer. Barbecue sauce, but you dip mayo and then barbecue sauce. It is just
Never done that one.
try it.
I think barbecue sauce may be the only thing I add after the fact. If I'm having like a fast food chicken nugget that like just isn't quite good enough, but it may be like just the best thing on the menu, or if I'm in one of those
A
phases,
fast food chicken nugget has never been the best thing on a menu, Matthew.
where I'm in one of those phases where I want like a chicken thing and not a beef thing, because I go through these periods of time where I'm trying to eat better, and so instead of a burger, I'm trying to do chicken. And it's like, chicken nuggets are fine, whatever. I might get a little bit of barbecue sauce just to help it go down. But that's an inferior, like, that chicken is not. It's no Publix chicken tender. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Publix is your standard?
well, in terms of things I can get quickly, yeah.
How do you feel
Okay.
about pub subs?
I don't discriminate.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pub subs are my favorite.
Publix
As far
has
as subs
Publix
go.
has a new one coming out.
I get Boar's Head turkey. Pretty much nothing
agree.
else.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, they've got a chicken parm coming out.
I'm not sure about a chicken parm in a sandwich.
I'm telling you right now, I've had it. I sampled it. It was good.
Really?
It was good. Yeah.
People swear by their meatball and their chicken tender subs.
I prefer their chicken tender sub. But this was their chicken parm was good.
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Pretty dang good.
Yeah, I could do it, but like I probably don't order it. But like if it's on it, I'm like, okay.
Like if Alex got it for us, I'd get it.
He thinks you're a terrorist.
I think Anna's a terrorist. I think Summer will live with that. We'll live that response.
Pineapple on
She
pizza.
doesn't actively seek it out, so
Pineapple on pizza is great. Matthew, you're wrong. Favorite type of pizza?
Meat lovers.
Barbecue chicken.
Both
those,
great
those are
choices.
both quality. Yeah.
Both great choices. Best or favorite, rather, Chattanooga pizza spot?
Goodfellas.
Crust.
I did
Old school,
not see that
yeah.
coming.
Old school. I love that.
She lives like 3 minutes from there.
Crust is good.
Master Blaster.
I feel like there's so many like different pizza joints. I'm a Southside pizza. That's my go-to. But like there's so many different ones. That's partially not only because it's close. It was my favorite before, but now it's like far and away my favorite because it's close. But I feel like if you that's an old school one because you're staying loyal. You're not far from Pizzeria Cortile either.
Yeah, no, I've actually never eaten there. I've heard
Oh,
great
it's
things.
it's
but-
good. It's good.
Yeah, but usually like, I don't know. I feel like that's more of a go to the place type of thing.
Yeah.
But like crust, we just pick it up. We're like, what are we gonna eat tonight? Crust. Like, we just pick it up and go.
And then Goodfellas. Why Goodfellas? I remember I asked you this last time.
It's massive. So those pieces are like
Yeah, they are.
Like elbow to hand, like how big they are, and I'm like, I'm content after like one slice.
Smart. So you go. Do they sell by the slice? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I don't think I ever bought by the slice there. I don't think.
It's pretty good. I can just roll down the hill to Pizza Bros. So, like that's the move for me.
I like Pizza Bros.
Yeah, it was good the other
The
night.
wings at Pizza Bros.
Oh yeah, like maybe the best wings in town.
The garlic bread or whatever it's called is not garlic bread.
Parmesan.
No, they're
They're cheesy
breads-
bread.
Cheesy bread. Thank you. Sorry,
that is good
their cheesy
too.
bread's really
So their
good.
cheesy bread's like a cheat code because it's basically half a pizza, but it's like priced way less than a half a pizza would be priced at, and then you can just add all the same toppings.
Really?
Yeah. So like,
I did not realize this part.
yeah. Like, want to throw like meatball and chicken on there? Yeah, you can. No problem.
Interesting.
There's a hack for sure. If you get a burger, what kind of cheese do you get?
Cheddar, I think. Anything yellow?
Provolone?
So you don't have strong opinions on what kind of cheese is on your burger.
No. As long as it's not feta, I'm fine.
You put feta on a burger, you might be a terrorist. That's fair.
It's gonna be an adventurous burger, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm a pepper jack kind of guy, but I don't think there's anything wrong with any cheese on a burger except maybe feta. I love feta. There's feta in the fridge, but not on a burger. Favorite fast food joint?
Taco Bell.
Ooh, love Taco
Yeah.
Bell.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Let's go. Guilty food pleasure. Like what's the
Sauce and chips.
Ice cream.
straight out of the pint?
No, I go to Sonic and I get their.
Tell them the story that happened the other day.
Okay, so Juan, sweet husband that he is, went and got me a medium cookie dough blast from Sonic.
And this is the go-to.
That's it. And brought it home. And I don't usually get the medium because it's pretty decent size. And so he's like, oh, you can keep it for a few days. And then we go to Pizza Bros the other day. And then he comes home and he's like, oh, you can have your ice cream. And I'm like, it's been gone like second night that we got it. And he's like, oh, okay.
Can't be wasting good ice cream.
know.
Letting it melt.
I'm like, well, I mean, I usually put it in the freezer and I'll eat it again, but it was way gone by the time he thought it would not be gone.
That's fantastic. You said Sonic, and you said
Salsa and chips.
salsa and chips.
Anything.
Any salsa and chips.
I
You
love
go to a
it.
Mexican restaurant, you're not even ready for the entree. You're just
Yeah,
murdering the
that's
salsa
it.
and chips.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Actually, it's a very, very good one. I've already asked you about getting steak cooked.
I have a steak question though.
And we found out Anna's a terrorist.
It's next to the steak. What's your ideal pairing with steak?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes and broccoli.
I don't like broccoli.
Just mashed potato.
Mashed potatoes is for sure it. Yeah.
Like if I usually go to a steakhouse, it's usually mashed potatoes and French fries.
What kind of cut of meat are you trying to get?
Sirloin, I can't afford that.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, am I graduating? That depends.
Is our mom and dad still paying?
Yeah. But yeah, I love a good sirloin. So
We're not those fancy.
we're not bougie.
Yeah,
We're Saudi Daisy.
Filet guy right here.
I am a filet guy.
those portions are just so small.
Thank you. I agree.
Yeah, and usually even if you get it medium well, it's medium rare.
Yeah,
it's
because
that thick.
that's because the steakhouse is so like if you're gonna
That's
get
because
filet,
the chef is like, there's not a chance I'm cooking this medium well. Tell that person they can eat somewhere else.
they'll take their chances with it getting sent back, so that they can keep on cooking it because there's not a chance in hell. They think that you know what you're doing out there.
What is the correct way to get a hot dog? Meaning, like, what is the proper way? Is it just mustard? Is it mustard and ketchup? Not the way necessarily the way you like it, but what's the proper way to get a hot dog?
Just ketchup. Just straight ketchup on it.
Chili.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite way?
Just ketchup.
Just ketchup?
Chili and cheese.
Chili and cheese.
You're right, Anna's so close. She's so close.
To being a serial killer?
No, to having the perfect hot dog.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I did. That's the first thing I've said right then on food.
Oh, no, you've had some good takes. You've just had some wild ones, too.
Hot dog should be the bread, the dog, chili, cheese, and a little diced onion.
So well, I mean, I thought the hot dog and the bun were kind of included.
Well, yeah, you're not just eating ketchup.
Well, I didn't know we had to specify hot dog, bun, and
like,
ketchup.
I knew what you meant, Summer. He didn't listen, but it's fine.
Chili, cheese, and a little diced onion.
So
Yeah.
I think the correct way to do a hot dog is just mustard. Hot dog
Ooh.
and mustard. And bun.
And bun.
And bun. And bun. So Matthew knows what we're going with. My favorite, first of all, there's no bad hot dogs. All hot dogs are good. All beef dog, by the way. All beef dog is mine. And then I want mayo, mustard, and ketchup.
Ooh.
Big mayo
It's
guy.
like a burger.
Big mayo guy.
I can respect that.
Mayo makes it good, man.
Mayo does not make it good.
And then, but the thing about mustard though is you got to make sure you're wearing the right thing. I'm pretty freaking clumsy, and so if I gotta if I'm wearing a white jersey of some kind, like a CFC jersey or US, I can't be having mustard on my hot dog.
I feel you with the chili.
Like,
It's dripping.
I mean, you're always you're playing with fire.
I'm playing with fire no matter what because I'm a child and I can't eat correctly. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Play dog question there.
No.
No, if anything, it's a taco.
Oh,
I like that.
yeah. Sold. I'll take that answer.
Thank you.
Butter on the counter or in the fridge growing up?
Fridge.
How about now at your house?
Fridge. Sometimes I wish it was on the counter, but yeah, fridge.
It's got all about all be about preparation. Like take the butter out early enough, let it come down a little bit, let it get
You
easy
gotta
peasy.
You got to live on the wild side. You got to leave it on the counter.
That's our grandmother. Our grandmother. She's as cute as she can be. But so we lived with them for about 6 months growing up while we were like transitioning between houses, and she showed us. She's like, "This is the only way you should eat corn on the cob." She got the corn on the cob, slapped
Straight in the
it
butter.
in between the butt, and just rotated it, and we were like, "Oh my gosh!"
the way to do it.
Grandmas are the best. By the way, that is the way to do it.
Legendary.
I just feel like I'm too much of a prude. I'm ruining the butter. You know what I mean?
There was no shame in that household.
I think you should do both. By the way, just for the record, butter on the counter and in the fridge. Keep some in the fridge. Keep some on the. If you got fresh, not toast, but something not or it's not warm to melt the butter, you can't spread it on bread. You can't do anything.
If you're
Butter's useless.
putting like toast into the toaster oven, like just put a little bit of butter like, on top of the toaster, especially if it's in the packets. Just like there for a little bit. And
Can't
then,
you always
and then pull
microwave it too?
Yeah, that's extra work. I just got it sitting on the counter in there.
But if you toast it, then the bread's warm, and then and then it spreads.
It kind of does, but imagine if it was already soft, and then it spreads way better. Even spreading of the coating from end to end.
Yeah, I can't get on board with that.
When I was growing up, it was also in the fridge, but I've completely changed. All right, Matthew, I think these are all of our questions.
Yeah, we pretty much went through them all.
Went through all of the very, very controversial food takes. I feel like you both have a reasonable amount of controversial food takes.
I'd say so. Yeah. Have you ever had Wendy's chili?
Yes.
Thoughts?
I don't think so.
It's not Skyline, put it that way.
I don't. Is that?
We don't do Skyline. we don't.
Yeah. I don't know what that
Not
is.
from Ohio.
It's Skyline's the like Cincinnati.
That's the spaghetti chili, right?
Yeah.
He went to school in Cincinnati, and it's of his many bad qualities, it might be his worst.
The trick there is like it's a little bit of cinnamon in the chili.
No, I want it salty. Yeah. But you should
Exactly.
try Wendy's chili.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it beef or
that's
pork?
Beef. That's your homework before a game. I will ask you after the game.
All right. I think they have baked potatoes, don't they?
They do. You can
That's
slap it on it.
literally what I ate on the way here.
Baked potato?
Baked potato with chili dumped on it.
From Wendy's.
Yes.
You're a healthy human being.
Is that healthy?
You could have got a Dave's double or triple, so
And a Frosty.
That's what I got.
Man, now I'm craving Wendy's.
Well, I
And
was at
Taco Bell.
work, and then it was like right there, so I was like, "We're gonna take a loop."
the Hardee's that's right near your house in Red Bank. I definitely stopped there on the way home the other day, and I was like I needed. I was coming from somewhere, and I was like I'm dying. I need like something. I needed something gross. Now I got a strawberry shake.
How was it?
From Hardee's?
Yeah, that one. I was expecting like a Bowberry biscuit. Like,
They use real ice cream in their shakes. If you're sleeping on Hardee's shakes, they use real ice cream in their shakes.
What is real ice cream?
They're not. It's not like something out of a machine. It's like scooped out of a like.
I was confused, but I was like,
Okay, so instead of it being like a soft serve machine, like your McDonald's or your Sonic, which is good, it's just different. Like it's scooped out of a like thing of ice cream.
And then they mix it with like milk and
Yeah, and then they blend it up. And so you notice it's just a little bit different. It's very rich, and I like the strawberry one. And then you can whipped cream or not on. And I like whipped cream. Whipped cream is good.
always.
that's fair.
Whipped cream is always good on coffee. I agree. You said
Thank you.
earlier, whipped cream on coffee is
Smoothies,
always good.
anything.
Don't ruin coffee, okay? Just don't ruin it. It's fine.
Matthew believes coffee should be drank black and only black,
Hot and black, to be clear.
never cold, and never with anything in it.
Yeah, you would hate the coffees I make then.
It's cream with a little bit of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of ice.
He's also drinking for quantity. Him and his 4 cups in the morning, so
Yeah.
he doesn't have time to put ice in it.
That's fair.
So there are, but I am also not the type of person that will do, like pour the coffee straight out of the maker, like and start drinking it. Like I need it to cool down just a little bit. I'm not putting ice in there. I'm not like going to dilute the flavor or anything. Like
You know what
that.
Ella did
I just
the other-
needed to like just calm down a little first.
You know what Ella did? She got a spongy ice maker, so it's like instead of being like rigid ice like plastic, it's like rubber, so you can like push them in and out one at a time really easy to crack in the whole thing. And she made coffee ice cubes, so in the morning she can have her coffee and then she can put 2 coffee ice cubes in it to cool it down, and it doesn't water it down.
That is smart.
Like
She is brilliant.
like the whiskey rocks.
She is pretty smart. Kinda, yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
I got whiskey rocks actually recently.
I'm not that fancy. I also don't put ice in my whiskey because I'm
I'm a little bitch, so like sometimes you just have to.
And on that note, can't think of a better way to end this. Anna and Summer, thank you guys for joining us
thank you.
today. It was wonderful. Thank you for giving us a few stories. Thank you for listening to Matthew and I talk about great food takes. Something like that.
It's always fun.
And thank you guys for representing us always on the field well. We're proud to call you ours. And, I hope it lasts a long time. I know you're real adults now, so the times, it might be next year, it might be this year, it might be 10 years from now, but thanks.
And if you're listening to this, make sure you come out and support on Saturday.
Last home game. It's going to be fun. Thanks, everybody.